Hello and welcome to Nemo's Views. And what I'm going to talk about today, while we seem to be on a bit of a television related theme at the moment this week. I want to talk about these hospital and medical melodramas. My wife was watching one yesterday. I can't remember what it was called. It was some absolute American dross. And that's nothing against the Americans as such, but some of the dross that they churn out and some of the dross that we buy from them. So there was a hospital melodrama yesterday, and it was one of these situations where somebody had signed a DNR, the do not resuscitate, but blah, blah, blah. There's a certain situation enveloping in this person's private life that the junior doctor feels she needs to poke her nose into, even though it's not really been asked for. And then she somehow manages to dupe the chief of medical staff, the head doctor there, into operating on this person, even though she didn't want it, and blah, blah, blah. And I think that just wouldn't happen. It doesn't happen. What you saying, that all these doctors are just grossly unprofessional and they will just go against the patient's wishes. If they say, do not resuscitate, what they mean is, do not resuscitate. It doesn't mean unless something you think interesting might happen. It's not the way it is. All these doctors, just give me another 48 hours, chief. It doesn't happen. I can save this person. There was one. There's an actor, a British actor called Lenny James, and I love Lenny James. He's a really good actor, and he was in this another hospital melodrama called Critical, and they come up with all these bizarre and utterly, unfathomable medical emergencies, and he practically has to disembowel somebody, and he's trying to find the ends of the intestines, and you think, shut up, it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't be that way, you know? I mean, yes, no doubt working in a hospital does have dramatic moments. Yes, no doubt there are interesting cases, but the way they overinflate things and the way they just over-egg the pudding, I can save this man, damn it. I'm a doctor and I've never left a man behind on the operating table. Oh, mate, I've just honestly got no time for it. No time at all. It's the same as these police dramas. I watched The Sweeney the other night, the film with Ray Winstone, another British actor, and obviously it's a film. Obviously it's for dramatic effect, but they go into a raid, and the governor sort of gets through to him and says, "Look, don't abort the mission, abort, don't go. That's an order, Regan. You've got to stand down." And Regan goes, "Yeah, whatever, mate, stick it." And then he carries on with the raid, and then it all goes wrong. And you think, no, policemen don't do that. They're not that unprofessional. If a policeman is told on his way to a raid or whatever, stand down, he's going to stand down. He's not going to say, "I just need another 48 hours, chief, or the mayor can have my badge," and all that nonsense. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I mean, the best example, right? I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a comedy cop show. And the main sort of detective, Jake Peralta, he says to Captain Holt, "You can have my gun and my badge," and he slams them down on the captain's desk. And Captain Holt says something like, "Well, actually, you've got to go downstairs to the fella's office, and you've got to fill in form J62/49/B6. So off you go." And sort of Jake says, "Oh, can't you just let me have my moment?" And he's, "Oh, just get on with it, and just go downstairs and fill out that form, you know. Just give me 48 hours, chief. I can save this man." No, you can't. No, you can't. And even if you do, what's going to happen? What's his quality of life going to be? Bringing him back from the dead. He's been brain dead for 20 minutes. Well, you're just going to bring back a cabbage, are you? I don't think so. All these doctors are meant to be so unprofessional. They're expert doctors. They're professional policemen. Um, you know, um, what's that other film? Outbreak. Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Kevin Spacey's in it, and you know, is it Kevin Spacey? Yeah, I'm sure it's Kevin Spacey. Anyway, so an Outbreak. Dustin Hoffman's definitely in it, and they're making they commandeer a helicopter. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it, and he's a good actor. And they commandeer a helicopter and they're flying straight towards uh, the military helicopter that's going to napalm this infected village or whatever they're going to do. And Dustin's appealing to the pilot not to do it and to abort, and you know, and that's not going to happen if the pilot has been given a mission. He's going to carry out the mission unless his commanding officer says, abort the mission. He's not just going to listen to some civilian that's been patched in and managed to hack into their um their military frequency. He's not going to do it. Is he going to say, well, that's not my commanding officer. I'm just going to carry out my mission to do what I'm told to do. Whether it's good or bad, I've been told to do a mission, you know. What are these military pilots so unprofessional that they're just going to listen to some crazy doctor on a military frequency that shouldn't be there? And it's just all this. I know it's TV and film, and I know they've got to have sort of some license to be creative. But you think, I listen to this nonsense. What's that other program? Night Shift. The Night Shift. It's about a hospital again, and it's utter rubbish. You'd be better off sitting in your garden and watching your grass grow, or failing that, painting something and watching it dry. Because it's the same again, it's the same nonsense. The doctor there, and he's been in the army, so he's got battlefield experience, and you think, well, yeah, fair enough, he's been a serving in the military, he's done a noble thing there. But now he's just going to run roughshod over all the rules and, damn it, I'm not losing another man, I left too many in Nam or whatever. I just can't be doing with this melodramatic nonsense where these professional people are portrayed to be utter numpties. You don't get to be a leading cardiologist or an expert brain surgeon or, an expert military pilot without, if you're a bell end. It just doesn't happen. And I wish these TV producers would, it's not like that. You ever watch NCIS and every episode there's a car chase and a shootout, um, and there's always something happening, and they're never just filling in a form, are they? They're never just sitting there doing endless piles of paperwork, which no doubt is what government agents and federal agents and policemen all around the world have to do all the time. Boring, tedious, mundane, endless filling in of forms, endless paperwork. You know, in that film, The Sweeney, they're running around Trafalgar Square just shooting. It's a rootin' tootin' shooting Lash LaRue. What's this, a western? What's going on here? You can't just be running around Trafalgar Square firing off endless bullets. Because we all know, as soon as British policemen use their weapon, they're then stood down, and then they have to be debriefed, and then they have to talk about it, and they have to fill in a form and do paperwork. But no, not Regan and Carter in The Sweeney. They just run around shooting Lash LaRue. And I just sat there watching, and I'm thinking, no, that's not how it works. Because as soon as they got back to the office, or as soon as the incident was over, they'd be suspended until an inquiry had been carried out and form had been filled in. But there we go. That was my view for today, such as it is. TV melodrama, you can keep it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.